Let's talk about how to select the right partner. I don't know about you, but I've had enough of people that don't have any relationship, that are not married, that have had failures in relationships, giving relationship advice. So, what I want to do is when we look at the content right now on social media, it's talking about 50-50 relationship, how to get princess treatment, and the people, the women that haven't been in any relationship that are going on dates trying to get princess treatment and saying that the right man is someone that is going to give them flowers, take them to restaurants, buy them luxury goods, or the right man, the provider man that are going to provide for them. And those people, I don't know about you, but I think people have enough of that. What we really want deep inside as human being is real connection, to have someone to share our experiences with, to share the moments of joys and the moments of pain and sadness with, to connect with that person, to move through life whilst looking at the horizon, looking at the future together, sharing to the extent the same values, not necessarily appreciating the same exact things, but being able to recognize the differences in each other and appreciating that. Not belittling the other or not feeling above the other whilst having innate value. So, how do we do that? How do we navigate through that to be able to have the kind of partner that will love you, that will see your flaws and tell you on your flaws, will not really just say things to please you and just nice things to be a people pleaser in the relationship, but to hold you accountable to the standards that you've set for yourself, that he wants for you as well, and you want for him to be the best of who you can be for yourself and in that relationship as well. It's about really being independent while being together. It's like having two part role in a relationship, and I'm talking about marriage here. It's about being able to grow and being fulfilled and to be able to get closer to your potential as a human being, to feel that you've done your best in life, you've achieved what you can possibly achieve, but also it's about growing together, growing in that relationship, to be for each other, to be the best of what you can be for each other. That is a real relationship, that is solid, that can also be rocky. It's certain and it's also uncertain. You can count on that person, but you can also at any time lose that person. That is what a real relationship is about. It's not about being able to count on them, always taking them to the extent of taking them for granted. It's about knowing that you love them so much that you fear losing them if you don't put in the effort. That is what it's about. So, coming from a Muslim background, I'm talking from my experience. So, we hear a lot about bullshit around women of low value and pick me and men of low value and making the wrong choices. I don't believe that we are low value or high value based on our who we are as a human being. We all have value, but there is also the nature of who we are. I believe that there are people that are innately more good, more better then there are other people that are evil. But we don't want to cloud our judgment, our perspective in life based on evil people, on bad people, people that have a bad nature, that have to work harder if they had to change, right? As a psychologist, I feel that everyone can change, right? But the thing is, what we want to do is we want to know that at any time we can change, at any time we can be better. And the first entry point is, of course, being aware of what we want and how we can go about making that change. So, in order to choose the right partner, I don't think that we have to listen to those bullshit around wet bill, 50-50, high value men, high standards for women. It is a framework to begin with, but what you want to really pay attention to is your standards, is your values, what really matters to you, and the thing that matter versus the thing that doesn't really matter in the grander scheme of things. So you want to identify what are your deal breakers for you, what are the things that will break the relationship for you, and what are the things that you would want to be otherwise but are not so important, that don't have that much weight, doesn't have that much weight. So for me, it's really about having someone that I can share my thoughts and feelings and being really authentic with, and they can appreciate that, versus someone that cannot understand the depth of my emotions. I'm someone that has a lot of feelings. I move around with feelings and emotions. I make sense of the world with my emotions, my experiences, the places I've been, the experiences I've had, the emotions I felt is really a large part of who I am. And that's why I'm so attracted to the classic literature. I love to read the classical literature, and there are classic movies that really are pivotal for me, and I want the person I'm with to be able to appreciate that with me. Don't have the exact same opinion as me, but that can appreciate what I find beautiful. That is, and without knowing it, that was a filter for selection for me when I chose my boyfriends when I was still a young age at 14, 15. I would give them as the one that I like at that time, Wuthering Heights, and I would see if they could appreciate and read the book as much as I would. And if they didn't, it didn't resonate with them, that would be my first filter of selection. They were out. And that's very important. And the book that really taught me about relationship was Wuthering Heights, The Love of Catherine and Heathcliff, The Little Prince, The Prince and His Woes, The Prince and His Relationship, how he tamed the fox, his perspective of friendship and love, and on the prophet Khalil Gibran. And also, there are other books that really change and form my opinions on love and relationship. And of course, now that I'm an adult, I have gained experience as well, real life experience on relationship. I'm now with my husband of 8 years in marriage. We are 9 years together, and we have a very deep bond, a deep connection. And I think that is what I want to really share with people, to really share the in and outs of a real relationship where you are willing to take risks, to be hurt, to lose it in love. To gain in love, you've got to be willing to lose, just as in life, in business. You can't stay on the safe shore and fish and hope to catch the big fish, a big catch. You've got to go deep. You've got to be willing to go knee deep and even waist deep and then head deep in water to find real love. There are dirty Johns out there. There are psychopaths. There are evil people. There are bad people. But there are also people that are searching for love, that are willing to risk it to have that deep connection. And that's what I want to share with you. If that is the kind of relationship you're looking for, this is what I'm going to share more about in here, because I think it's time. It's time that I share my thoughts on relationship, because I'm fed up and tired of what I hear on the content on social media. My name is Naila Musa. I'm an occupational psychologist. I'm a wife. I'm also an executive coach, and I'm also an influencer and content creator. And my hope is to help you wherever you are, to support you, to bridge that gap, to help you start thinking that it's possible to have a deeper love, a love that is worth willing to risk it all for.